Welcome everyone to another edition of Baseball Bingo. How are you all doing this week? This week's been a little chaotic. I'm at my mother's house. Unfortunately, the cat left, like right before the stream started. Otherwise, I would have had a cat here. We'll see. Maybe he'll come back to say hello. Did you all enjoy the Master Series earlier? Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to really watch it, so I'm just gonna have to hope that all of the teams won and that nobody lost and that everyone's happy. She should leave too. Well, I mean, you are a dog berry, so I mean, I guess that makes sense. Um, which cat? Yes, Johnny, I did have. It was that cat, the one that you were referring to. That's not how baseball looks. Listen, I just want you all to win. I want you all to advance. Yeah, this week has been like pretty like weird like weather-wise cuz like it was really humid early in the week and then we just had like leftovers from the tropical storm. Uh Fortunately today it was fine though. I think it was pretty fun. I think that you are probably right. You made it to the semis? That's what are we gonna do? We can't say Dishnet loses in round one for that. I'm gonna have to find a new thing to use when I play Quiplash. Blackberry cider sounds amazing. But yeah, so here we are for our Chicago White Sox dead ball save. I told my mother that she correctly predicted that we would play as the White Sox. She's 2 for 3. She is very afraid that she keeps getting them right. True, Dishnet. It wasn't the showdown. You avenged Meme Lord and defeated DRC. That's exciting. That's exciting. But yes, the draft is this weekend too. Are you guys gonna watch the MLB draft? Because I will be watching the MLB draft. In fact, small little plug here. So I apologize. I do not mean to like put anyone off from anything. Yeah, it's weird. It starts on Sunday. If you tune into Sober Metrics tomorrow at about 6:30 p.m., so a half hour before the draft starts, a bunch of us will be live reacting to it and talking about it. So that'll be fun. Pay attention to the main Discord server. We'll throw a link in there. Maybe just the first round to see who the Tigers get. I think the first round is really really where this stuff is. You're afraid of the Rockies picking Gunnar Hoglund. That's Gunnar Hoglund is such a thumb Yankee name. Like, can't stream it somewhere. Where is that at? I believe the draft is being shown on ESPN. Yeah. So the A's have a good thing. I'm very excited to see where Leiter and Rocker go. So it's gonna be fun. You cannot post links, but yeah. Oh, the thing will be on. So that'll be at twitch.tv/sobermetrics. If you DM me, I will get you the link. But yes, that's the link. Thank you, Dishnet. But that's neither here nor there. We're here for bingo. We are not here for draft discussions, really. Who's gonna win the home run derbies? Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna be so fun. We are here with our 1906 Chicago White Sox. So, what happened in the offseason from last time? Well, let's find out. So, I didn't do any trades in the offseason. This is not atypical for like a dead ball save. Unfortunately, when you start like a dead ball save, you tend to not have the maximum amount of people on your roster, so it's very difficult to trade, and there's just not a lot of players, and the AI gets very, very possessive of their players. So I didn't do any trades. Oh, you followed it. Thank you. For as far as awards go, we actually didn't do too poorly. We had 3 Gold Glove winners. We had Nixie Callahan, Lee Tannehill, and Fielder Jones. What a name! And Silver Slugger, we got George Davis. So As for Hall of Fame, because it was the first year and we're like right at the end with all the 1800s players, we got a lot of guys. Monty Ward, Tim, that should say Tim Keefe, Old Hoss Radbourne, John Clarkson, Cap Anson, Pud Galvin, Tony Mullane, and Mickey Welch. Yes, Old Hoss. Old Hoss usually gets in there. So I was happy to see them. Tim Keefe usually gets there too. And as far as the draft goes, here are the 5 draft picks. Jack Coombs, Al Birch, Lou Feeney, Jack Burnett, and Cecil Ferguson. The draft class was kind of for where we were picking, because we didn't have a very good pick because our team wasn't horrible. Also, a lot of the draft picks at this point, Tim Beefcake, as the dude could play, he could. But a lot of the draft picks in the dead ball era at this point, you really are trying to get because they're going to be good later. But we were in a position where we needed like pitchers that could help us immediately. So I tried to get players that would be really helpful. And oh god, there is a mosquito in here. I mean, that would explain why I'm getting bug bites, but yeah. So I guess let's take a look at what our team looks like, because there are some changes here. So let's see. I should actually click on the correct window and not OBS. Sometimes I am smart, sometimes I'm not. So for our pitchers, I have filled up our bullpen, which is something that was a problem for us last time. We did not have enough pitching depth to thoroughly just destroy our opponents. Ed Walsh is our number 1 starter, and he looks fantastic. He just looks really good. This is a pretty good profile. We have Doc White, also looking pretty good. We have Nick Altrock, who, what a name. I'm not nuts about him. He's mostly on here. He seems to like find his way onto my team in every dead ball save I do. He's here for now. He probably will be gone at some point. We have Roy Patterson as well. Same sort of deal. Roy Patterson actually has some like decent contact ratings. Like, he's okay for batting. Why did I just trade away Altrock? It was like the coolest fans. Why didn't I trade him away? I didn't trade him away because historically he had a really good 1906. There's the mosquito. We don't get a cat, but we get a mosquito, I guess. Ooh, shoo. I'm not tasty. That's actually a lie. Mosquitoes like me more than most other people. That was the Tigers save from the other day that I mosquito emote conferred. You'd have to talk to OOTP developments about that. Okay, so in our bullpen we have Cecil Ferguson, who I picked up in the draft as one of our closers. Frank Owen, who we had last year. What's on a lobster roll? Lobster. Jack Coombs, who we picked up in the draft. He is also one of our relievers. Harry Eels, again, picked up in the draft. I picked up a lot of pitchers. Buffini, also in here. And Robert Howard, again. These are people I picked up in the draft because and Frank Smith. I think we had Frank Smith last year. Yeah, we did. So mostly the players I picked up in the draft are, in fact, pitchers. Actually, Smith can kind of hit things. I do have 2 that I want to point out here, though, that I picked up in the draft who are showing up as pitchers but actually are hitters. This would be Doty Chris and Chit Gondel. We will probably not see them in our playthrough, but if you're playing your dead ball saves, it's worth it to pick them up. Oh, look, here. Pearl Holy Cross. What a name. This is what it was in a rock. There goes a narwhal. The one with McDonald's is imitation crab meat. Yeah, that does not surprise me. Yes, if in New England, you can buy a lobster roll at McDonald's. like $9. So how are we doing with our lineup? So we have Jigs Donahue at first base. He led in stolen bases last year. You know what? We're gonna actually change the strategy. I would like you to steal bases more frequently. Thank you. You do not want to try it. I'm sure it's terrible. I don't like lobster, but I wouldn't try it either. All right, Fielder Jones, our Gold Glove winning center fielder. We have Charlie Hemphill, who was like a total snag for us last week. Really helped our team. Danny Green, he is here. Danny Green is taking over in left. We have Nixie Callahan is injured, so I'll show you Nixie after. George Davis at shortstop. Frank Isbell at second base. Billy Sullivan, who is catching for us. We have Lee Tannehill at third, who is wildly here. Called the Narwhals, interesting. We have some backup players. We have Ed McFarland. We have Gus Dundon, who I tried very hard to trade because he is not producing, but he has to stay here. Jack Barnett, who I picked up in the draft. I picked him up mostly for his fielding. He can play in the outfield and the infield. Not that great, and I would like to move on from him. Ducky Holmes, who I've been trying to get rid of for a very long time. We couldn't trade him last time. And Al Birch, the new guy. So basically, a more productive utility. So we have that. And then Nixie Callahan is here. He is injured. He's going to be out for a couple weeks. I don't know what we're going to do with him. I'm thinking we might try to trade Nixie. Maybe package him up with somebody else when he is done and try to get a prospect out of it because he might have some value. So, yeah. Another thing, for the 239 of you who are here, thank you. But, so I mentioned this last week before we start this. We have an extra week in July, and I know a lot of you guys really appreciated a couple months ago when we did like a little tutorial stream, and we did it about like ratings. I know that a lot of you guys sounded like you would be interested in another one, but what would you want to do? I've had 3 suggestions from the community so far. One was strategy sliders, which I don't know if we could make a whole stream out of. We would have to combine it with something else. How to draft really well, because I'm pretty good at drafting. Or team chemistry. So you can think about that. And you don't have to decide now. You have a few weeks. Let's see who... We don't really have any prospects. Just because... Whoops. It's saying Art Griggs. Art Griggs here is a first baseman. He's not actually a pitcher. Let's set his position to first base. But even then, he's not great. Picked him up for the power. Filipino food wins all. Filipino food sounds fantastic. Jack Coombs, our pitcher here. And then Jerry Akers, who's another pitcher dude. I think I don't know why he's listed as like a good prospect. He's not good. How to draft sounds neat. Drafting is a thing. But yeah, that's our team. Actually, is Hans Lobert in the game? He is. I wonder if the Cubs would trade him to me. What do you want? Nothing that I really want to give up right now. We will come back to Hans Lobert. Hans Lobert is fantastic if you can get him. So I kind of want to pick him up. This would be our, like, prospect dude, I think, if we can get him. Frosted Hot Pocket. Oh, Popeyes, I want to... Still haven't learned how to use. I wonder if we could get rid of Akers. He's considered... Oh, because everyone's been drafted. I forgot. This is the issue. Everyone was just drafted. How about George Rohe? Would you want him? No. You want this bad catcher? No. Okay, so we're not going to try to do this now. Let's take a look at the preseason predictions. So we're projected to come in 4th place. I think we'll probably end up around there. I don't think we're quite where we need to be. As far as what players we have that are good, Fielder Jones is supposed to hit really well. And then for pitching, Doc White, Ed Walsh, and Nick Altrock are supposed to do well. So we'll see if this is how it goes. Position battles. Interesting. But yes, so what exactly is baseball bingo, now that you are all here? Great Scott here. In real life, 93-58-3. I do not think we will get 93 wins. I think we are probably closer to an 80-win team. Alright, so what is baseball bingo? So baseball bingo is where we play baseball and bingo at the same time. If we get 5 in any direction, we get a prize. So some of the stuff on the card is easy, like, getting to extra innings. Some of them are a little bit harder, like Rookie of the Month. Some of them are exceptionally difficult, like making the playoffs. Our token tonight is Mike Lowell, because I wandered into a stream chat, asked somebody to name a baseball player, and they said Mike Lowell. So that's who you get. So you can blame that particular chat if you're not happy. As far as this card goes, I don't think this is horrible. I really don't think it's horrible. I think there's a couple of rows, like the 2nd row and the 4th row, which are definitely possible here. I think that, the mid-end column might be it. The All-Star game should work properly this season. It was an issue last year, but I don't know. So I think this is definitely a better card. So we shall see. So we need to pick our star player now before we begin. I guess if you want a pitcher, I would go with Ed Walsh. He's supposed to do well. Or Doc White. One of those two. And if you want a hitter, I would go with Fielder Jones. So I'm going to leave it. What do you guys think? Or do you want somebody else completely different? Can we pick Hans Lobert? I would love to get Hans Lobert, but I think we're going to have to wait till the middle of the season. Just because the players that they want for Lobert are all on our team, and they would have to include some sort of pitcher for me to even consider giving up a pitcher. Like, ooh, if they would give me Tom Hughes, like nobody can be traded because they've been drafted, so like yeah, there's no way they would give me Mordecai Brown and Hans Lobert. Oh, they would do it for Ed Walsh, but Ed Walsh I don't want to get rid of because he's going to be fantastic for us. Go pitcher? Yeah, well, so which one? You could do Ed Walsh, we could do, or Doc White, I think are the ones. Oh, they have Rube Vickers. No, I will not be tempted in yet another dead ball save by Rube Vickers. It never works out. Even with how good she's been for picking the team, she has no idea who any of these players are. Oh, there's the mosquito again. Be gone. No one likes you. Ed Walsh is too good and should be our star. Alright, well, if nobody else is saying anything, then it will be Ed Walsh. Could you, give us Ed Rulebach? I would take Rulebach. What do they want? They want too much. But Rube Vickers, though. I know, but Rube Vickers. What would they want for Rube Vickers? Rube Vickers got so good in his 1908 season. But they want like a really good pitcher, and I don't want us to give up our pitching for a pitcher that's kind of a joke. Hello, my mice forever. Alright, Ed Walsh it is. Let's go. Let's start the season. Hopefully everything goes fine. Rue Vickers is such a trap. Like, but it's Rue Vickers. I tried to get Beeb as well. He was in the draft, but it didn't really work out for us. So yeah, we're just gonna sim along. Run Streak by Charlie Hemphill. That continued from last season. But still a trap nonetheless. If we can win these 2 games against... Oh, well, never mind. Nixie Callahan. Okay, so... We're gonna go back to Nixie here. I want to see if we can get anything in here from any of our players. AL Star of the Week is Charlie Hemphill, Player of the Week. Awesome. We are already getting stuff on our bingo card. I did also check the free agents, and nobody was good. Or at least nobody was worth picking up. Oh, the card has decided to jump off the screen in typical bingo fashion. But yeah, so we have a Player of the Week. So is everyone just also excited for the All-Star game? To be honest, I'm more excited for the Home Run Derby. But, yeah. Oops. Okay, so I want to go to our rosters and transactions here. I think it is time for us to say goodbye to Nixie Callahan. Nixie here has just come off an injury. He will decline. Like, he's not going to be good for us beyond this point. So I want to see if we can shop him around. Maybe we can get Hans Lobert for Nixie Callahan. No, you're more excited for the draft. You swear Michael's goatee gets more gray every single week. Okay, let's see what we can get here. I would like to get an outfielder for Nixie here. That may not be possible. Barney Wolf, pitcher. We might want to do some bizarre flipping things. Charlie Chag. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to flip Nixie for somebody else. Unless, like, somebody amazing pops up. Still seeing the bingo card? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did that. I'm just shopping Nixie here. I don't see anything else. The futures game, I'm not as into that. Jack Harper. CBA, which make the draft super interesting. I kind of hope it's not. I think trading draft picks, like, in real life, like, I don't know. I kind of like that everyone gets their spot. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we are going to trade for Barney Wolf. And then we're going to shop Barney Wolf for somebody else. Preferably an outfielder. Everyone wants to get rid of their pitchers. Jim Jackson. That is an outfielder. You're 28. Okay, your bat is not horrid. Okay. Oh, hello, Mexamemester. Oh, okay. I'm not living... Oh, Shad Berry. Shad Berry might be the play. Shad here had a decent run, although he's near the end of his career. He's like past his prime. He's gonna fall off a cliff. But I think Shad might be the play. You like Shadberry ice cream? You have no idea what that emote is? Oh, it's harvesting packs. More like bad sherry. Yeah. Jack Slattery is an interesting one, but he's also past his prime. We're gonna get a guy named for a fish. Yes. Well, okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna try to get we're actually gonna try to get his teammate. I want to see if we can't get Hans Lobert. Okay, this is really Mosquito. I can deal with you later. I want to see if we can get something else here. Ed McFarland, but he can kind of hit. I don't want this to turn. He has a decent bronze card. Well, he's our backup plan. The problem is here they want players that are good because no one has good players. They also don't have any like backup players. Darn it, they want this is like gonna be like impossible because our options would be George Rohi and then like some part here. They would really want a lot. So if we okay, in theory, if we were to pick up Hans Lobert, who would we get rid of? In theory, Bad Sherry. We go with Abednego. In theory, we would have him play third base, right? Alright, third or shortstop. So who do we have that we could get rid of at third or shortstop? I don't think we want him over Tannehill. Do we want him over Tannehill? We might actually want to give them Tannehill for Lobert. Yeah, we want to give it. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Why wouldn't you do this deal? Can you add like Frank Schulte here? This is an insulting proposal. No, it's not. It is not insulting. I would consider this. Actually, could I do this straight up? We'd look like idiots if we accepted this offer. Why? Why do you hate this deal? We're gonna do this because... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this trade. We are gonna go back here to the shop player. If we can. No, I'm gonna have to do it again. Shop player. And then we are going to grab his friend, Shadberry. Can find the Cubs. For some reason, they're all the way down here. And we're gonna pick up this outfielder. This trade. Here we go. Alright. So we have now obtained 24-year-old Hans Lobert, who I believe, do we want to consider him a prospect? Here, we'll do, he's 24. I mean, like, service time wasn't a thing. I would be okay with counting Mr. Lobert here as a prospect, if you want. Yeah, so we also have Shadberry on here, too, to take up some of the slack. He's like, okay. We would have Berry probably just for this year. I'm sure Dogberry approves of a fellow Berry being added here. Well, it's Berry, but like Shadberry sounds like Shadberry. So, not really. I mean, like, the vowels are different, but like. So, we have now done trades. I look to you guys to want, if you want to count Lobert as a prospect. But this should help us significantly. Very, very good. All berries are welcome. Well, so, like, in New England, like, you don't say, like, berry and berry. Like, those are not the same. Like, you don't say them the same. I'm just misreading. But let's continue here. So take a look at Hans Lobert here. Huge upgrade from our friend Tannehill. Not defensively, but Lobert is one of those guys that if you can get him on your team, you absolutely want to. Just because he's good. Like, he's good on your team. Alright, can we destroy... No, we cannot, but we can get into extra innings. Whoops. So that's like a thing. And people are launching fireworks. Alright. I would like to pick... Can we, like, not lose every game? I would appreciate that. Okay. So, we have players improving. This is important. Are they having him play shortstop? No, they're not. They're having George Davis play shortstop. What do these people think they are? In your accent, they're all said roughly the same way. Berry, and then, like, yeah. I mean, I know it's Bury, but people say Berry here, too. Alright, let's see. Hey, we got Batter of the Month. It doesn't look like, Ed Walsh has done anything here. Look at Ty Cobb here, doing what he's doing. Alright, Batter of the Month. May 7th, 1906, Bill Donovan steals second in the home. That's a really interesting fact. That is really cool. Ty Cobb is decent at baseball. Ty Cobb is very good at baseball. We do have our hitter of the month. Now, Charlie Hemphill is also very good at baseball. So, solidly above average, yeah. Let's see who else has been chosen here. Rube Waddell. Pitching is going to be really difficult. Walter Moser, Irv Higginbottom. What a name. Alright, let's continue on. We will assess our... Oh, well, we got shut out there. We will assess our performance after. But we just got shut out. Thank you, Detroit. We appreciate your commitment to Baseball Bingo. PM from Ducky Holmes. He's retiring. Thank you. You're not good. I'm at a point in my career where I am no longer as competitive as I would like to be. You think? And I don't want to drag down the team by trying to hang on. I'm sure you understand my feelings. It has been good playing for your organization. Can we trade you? What do people want for Ducky Holmes? Nothing. Nobody wants him. Doesn't assume it's a guy playing calls you miss. Well, it didn't in 21, and I actually complained about it. For some of the messages, it would say sir, so I'm glad to see that they have fixed that. Can we sweep them? Yes, we swept the Cleveland Naps, and we shut them out. We like to see that. But yes, you can in fact change your gender, in this game, which is nice. Alright, so we swept a series. We're getting closer. Make the news. It is pretty neat. Yeah, I would like to see some gender neutral stuff in there too. Alright, so my mother's house is right behind a public park, and that public park is across the street from a lake. There's fireworks. Yeah, I'm just trying to trade him away. Let's see, what do we have here? Has Ed Walsh done anything? No, Doc White though. So if you wanted Doc White, he is the one who is doing the stuff. Yeah, so does anyone have any fun Sunday plans? No, don't get day to day. Continued on in the minors, transitioning to a player manager in 0809 before becoming manager full time in 10. That's really cool. Hey, do you think the Americans would trade me Cy Young? I really don't think they will, but wait, they would consider it. They would consider trading 39-year-old Cy Young to me. 39-year-old Cy Young, it pitched in 1906. He had a pretty good year here. Look at that. That's actually not horrible. How's he pitching right now? Go get him. We have money. That's not like an issue. What is he doing here? He still does, but a lot of times he retires pretty early. Let's get a scouting report on Mr. Young here, because they would trade like Frank Smith. I mean, I don't know if I would want to give up any of these guys. This is a little bit of an ask for a veteran, but it's something we can consider. I'm very guilty though of getting Cy Young on my team in instances where I shouldn't. So I don't know if it is the best. Okay, we got the scouting report. No, he's injured. He's injured. Maybe they would be more likely to trade him away. No, okay, no, they really like him. Yeah, we can't. We're not gonna get Cy Young. If we ever get the dead ball Americans, I would be happy with that. No, Rube Vickers is still more of a trap than Cy Young is. I mean, okay, so here's the problem. Historically, Cy played all the way through 1911. However, he has a tendency to retire early when he in dead ball saves. So what I'm worried is that I'm going to sign him and then he's going to say he'll retire. So I don't think it is a smart choice. Does Eddie Seacott exist yet? Why are you on the Tigers? Can I get you? Actually, would it be worth it to get you? No, it wouldn't even be worth it to get you. Darn it. If you can get Eddie Seacott on your team, get him. He's usually fairly obtainable in your dead ball saves. Like, they won't want... Okay, so they actually want much for him because they don't have good pitching. But he's fairly easy to draft. Pampered players. Flags fly forever. It's really funny because I have a different save where it's like 1962 and Ted Williams has not retired yet. On a roll, winning streak of 9. Well, I mean, now the Athletics 14-7. What did we do? Okay. So I'm looking to see if we can't win or lose by... we beat the Yankees. How could you? How could you? Like... Well, we did beat the Yankees by more than 10. Ryan Sandberg syndrome. But we also got a pitcher injury, and that's, like, not a fun injury. That's 9 months, and he's one of our best pitchers. Maybe we should trade for Cy Young. Okay. Maybe we should trade for Cy Young. I wouldn't want to give him up, though, because if we take a look, he's going to be really solid for us. Who do we have? Who do we have that we can bring out? I don't want to bring Jerry Akers. Is there a free agent available? Andy Buckmiller. We have, like, no trade options, too. Jerry Akers. Can we shop you? Why can't I shop him? Oh, because I just drafted him. Why? Okay, Time to hope for an angry email and do it. Let me see what they want for Psy. But also let me see if our star player has shown up here. Yes, he has. Alright. You guys would have to seriously convince me to get Psy. Just because I'm worried that he will retire. And we can't, like, trade for anybody just because nobody has players. Is it a stupid trade proposal if we're the ones making it? No, because we make stupid trade proposals every week. What do they want? We would have to give up somebody on our reserve roster. Will you take Hub Heart? It's an insulting proposal. Yeah, it is insulting. Okay, we're gonna have to shop probably Rohi and Heart just because we need a pitcher. Screen. Sorry. Sai would be a better player than one dude with high movement and mech control. Not in this environment, though. So... Here, I will show you. So, here's who we got. We have Ed Walsh, who's fantastic. Altrock is okay in this environment. Howard, also fine in this environment. Nobody's hitting home runs. I don't want Gus Thompson. I think I'll pass. Alright, let me find Rohi. Where is he? And then I'll shop them together and see if we can't get somebody here. Just, I don't want to pick up a veteran. Like, I'll try with a veteran as well. No, they're not going to do that. Let me try them together. But I think we might have to bring up a pretty terrible pitcher, which I'm not thrilled about. Where's Hubhart? He's not even showing up here. Oh well. Get back, it's a tarp. I think actually our best bet is to sign maybe one of these free agents. Brickyard Kennedy? No, you look terrible. Alright, these guys are all washed up. If it's a trampoline. We could get Cy Ferry. No, okay, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set you back to pitcher. What are you as a pitcher? Okay. You also have pitching ratings, but they're not good. Not the right Cy. We can't get Cy Young at this point. We don't have anything. So I think we have to stick Akers on here. And what we're gonna hope is that Coombs ends up going in the slot. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they've moved not Frank Smith. They've moved everyone up and moved Howard in here. This is okay. I think we can do this for now. Unfortunate. But oof, too bad it's not 11. We would have been able to do something. What? Oh, looks like the game was rained out. All-star voting is beginning. Let's see what we can do here. We'll try to get him at the All-Star break, I guess. Not All-Star break, the trade deadline. Because the All-Star voting is beginning. Consecutive game hitting streak. Honus Wagner, president of the Red Hat Association, is very good at baseball. If you have specific dead ball era questions about how to play the game, I can try to answer it. Because, like... Oh, remember when he was on our team? How are you doing? Hitting 274, huh? 2 games in a row for Wagner. Let me see. How's Lobert doing? 274? 300 was an upgrade. Just because I know that, like, I don't play, like, I try to out-offense everyone. Fielder Jones is out for 2 weeks. Why? Why? Stop. Everyone stop getting injured. Now we... Well, Pearl Holy Cross, welcome to the team. This is less than ideal, but you know we're gonna go with it. This is gonna seriously cause us to lose games. Hey, rookie and pitcher of the month from our buddy Robert Howard here. Super, super helpful. Robert Howard, thank you. Pearl Holy Cross sounds like an RPG character. So it's really funny because I drafted him. I have a tutorial save that I run on Fridays called Tutorial Tigers. And I drafted Pearl Holy Cross on that one too. Although I think my scout in that one liked him more. So if we get swept or we get a hitting streak, we can get bingo here. Which I think is legit possible with this team. Okay, so let's check out what's happening here. See if we have... Americans get 1 to win. The Americans are so good. We got George Stone, Honus Wagner, Robert Howard. I would like to see Robert Howard get some of the awards, but yeah, so if we, let's take a look. It's June 1st. Let's take a look at the standings. We are apparently a game back. Not sustainable. I don't think we're going to end up here. I think we're going to fall. The Athletics are in front of us, and the Reds... Actually, the Reds, Giants, and Cubs are really close. I want to take a look. Let's take a look at our team stats. So we're actually doing pretty okay. Our bullpen is not fantastic, but realistically, they're not going out very much. Montreal Canadiens will burn down America's White House. What? Okay. But as you can see here with our team stats, our slugging percentage is 4th. We're not doing horribly. We're not getting a lot of extra base hits. We're not getting a lot of home runs. That's okay. We're not building our team for home runs. But, like, oh, War of 1812 reference. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, the British Canada, they burned down the White House in 1812. Dolly Madison took a lot of stuff from there. She saved a lot of the documents and art. So yeah, you can see Athletics here, White Sox, Reds, and Giants. I'm a little concerned about the bullpen ERA, but honestly, we don't really have many choices right now. So we're going to keep going. Frank Smith is due today. Okay, we're getting Fielder Jones back in a couple weeks, which will be helpful. Alright, come on. Ed Walsh is Spasms day to day. Alright. Stone is the player of the week. The Cardinals trade Jake Beckley. I don't know, will they? We had him on our Bean Eater save, I believe. Am I a liar? I might be a liar. No, I think we did have him. So there is that. Alright. Let us do things. Come on. Oh, it's too bad we had a 4-game series. We need to, like, can the Senators sweep us? No. Fielder Jones is back. Alright. So, of our outfielders here, we brought on Pearl Holy Cross, who has played horribly. I mean, they were playing him over Ducky Holmes, but Holy Cross, goodbye. Jackson's victory over New Orleans. They love without presenting their demands. Okay, how about we look up some of these fun guys? So we're supposed to have 93 wins, obviously. Do we have any fun Pearl Holy Cross facts? Does anyone have any fun facts about Pearl Holy Cross? Alright. So Chicago's Ed Walsh, crowned AL's top player. Go Ed Walsh, our star player. Pearl Horribly Cross, I mean, really. We can take a look at Holy Cross. I'm looking for a hitting streak because we need to get a hitting streak. You'll find some? Alright. I mean, looks like the Bean Eater's Harry Wolverton was suspended. Let's take a look at Pearl Holy Cross here. So Pearl Holy Cross in real life never actually made it to the majors. He played minor league ball. His best season was in 1911, where he played for, I don't know what this team is, Muka. I don't know who Muka is. Some of these teams I can tell, but I don't know. Like, this is, I think, White Stockings for somewhere else, but, like, I don't know where Muka is. So, alright. So we have a 3-game series. Frank Smith is out for 2 weeks. Can we stop losing pitchers? Pro Holy Cross now is a little bit better. So what would it take to trade for Cy Young? The Danville Olds, Muscatine, Iowa. The Muscatine Camels. That's a name. What would you want? Really? Really? You don't want to be on our team? Paul Rose, the Holy Cross hockey coach. He's vetoing it. He doesn't want to go to Chicago. I had Pryor McElveen on a team once. Okay, would you give us George Winter? I can't believe Cy Young does not want to play for your first place Chicago White Sox. Moose McCormick, what a name. So, Lou Mansky, I think, ends up on the team. I cry. Jack Coombs has moved to the rotation. Listen, this is why I picked up starters in the draft. Fortunately, we'll get Smith back fairly quickly. Cy is a Cubs fan. Cy, I guess, is an Americans fan. Kind of historical simulations trade vetoes in 1906. Yeah, I hate it when players have rights. Well, maybe the Tigers will sweep us. Fielder Jones, your day-to-day. Just don't use your wrist. Can they sweep us? No, they did not sweep us. Oh, we need the sweep, and then we get bingo. Okay, well, we got close there. George Davis. Oh, well, there goes our shortstop. That's less than ideal. Hey, I know I said you sucked, but I kinda need you. Your immersion is ruined. So I think they're gonna have Burnett take over at shortstop. Or Barnett, sorry. Birch can actually play, like, a bunch of these positions. Does my trainer, like, suck or something? Oh, Howard was named best in the AL. I think Howard has potential to be Rookie of the Year. What's going on with my trainer? Sam Murray. I hate my trainer. I haven't played in the last 110 years. Maybe Pearl Holy Cross was just the friends that we've made along the way. Okay. So, let's see what's going on here. I want to see what they did. Alright, so Charlie Hickman on the Tigers is the top player. Robert Howard, and let me guess, Robert Howard? Yes, alright. Sure, he hits lightning in a bottle like the 1906 World Series. So, I mean, we can take a look at Rohi here. Whoops, not him. Rohi in real life. 1906, he actually wasn't horrible. He played for a very long time. But he's just inferior. Let's get a better scouting report on him, too. But it is July 1st. We are a half a game behind the Athletics. Rehab, other injuries. Great, your player's got a lot of concussions, I guess. Yeah. So we're half game back from the Athletics. Yikes. I think we're gonna slide, especially if we get these injuries. How's our team stats doing? Well, our pitching is actually doing fine. Our hitting is sliding a little bit. Our OBP is first, which is what I really care about here. Alright, I guess let's continue. Did we lose all 3 games? No! It was a 4-game series and we split. Oh, sweet. Frank Smith can come back. Okay, who sucks the most? Who sucks the most? You suck the most. Goodbye. So long. We don't care about you. Right now. Sorry, I'm sure Jerry Akers was a fantastic human being. I'm sure, you know, he was well appreciated in 1909 on Jobber when he played really well as in 1911 on Doohoo. Unfortunately, you're not going to cut it with the way you've been playing. You're not even really getting any games, so yeah. He was a jober, yes. Let me look at Rogi here. Ugh, yeah, you're not good. You need heated slippers. Everyone else have this problem. I have a pair of heated slippers, but they're not very good. They like lasted for like a month, and then they started to smell burned. Alright. Okay. Well, I guess that works. We got swept in a 1-game series. Thanks for the explanation. We got swept in a 1-game series, so I guess we get bingo. Yeah. Also, EVC, I do see your message about the logo. I will look into that after to possibly get that on there. Hooray! We did it! So yeah, perfect boy giveaway. So I think you all know how this works. I'm going to start a ticket giveaway. You type in !ticket to enter. If you win, you message me your perfect team. Yes, yay, 1 game sweep. Kind of cheap, but oh well. Listen, the draft is tomorrow. We're all partying here. So now you can start. Don't also only enter once. If you enter multiple times, like, you get kicked. And that would be really sad. I don't want to see that happen. So you have until the end of July. In this game, not in real life. This means I can get rid of the bingo card window. Awesome. Alright. Okay, so let's see what is going on here. Addy Dross. I tried to trade for Addy Dross and it didn't work. I've been, you know, in the off season, I tried to do like all sorts of really crazy trades. We lost in 12 innings to the Americans. If Cy Young was pitching, I swear. No, it was George Winter. Okay. All-Star Game rosters. Who'd we get? Who'd we get? Robert Howard. George Davis. Hans Lobert. Okay. Oh, Jimmy Collins got there too. And Fielder Jones and Charlie Hemphill. So we got 5 All-Stars. That's pretty cool. Jimmy Collins is so good. Not at this point in his career, but he's so good. I tell you, a 1901 American save is a really fun one to do. Oh no, Wolf Lexington. Yeah, unfortunately it kicks you. Alright, so who's gonna win the home run derby? Okay, so Charlie Hemphill got player of the week. Oh, there's stuff going on today. Alright, let's see. Who's gonna win the home run derby? Master Blaster George Brown beats Charlie Hickman. So Jacob deGrom of his era. Cy Young is so fun to have, like, in your game if you have him. Alright, let's see. We defeated the NL All-Stars. Alright, let's see what our owner thinks of us. I have reviewed the goals I have set out for you. Things are moving in the right direction, and it looks like we have the talent to hit our preseason goal of making the playoffs. Our fans will be counting on us to push the team to get it done, so do what you have to do to make the postseason happen. Master Blaster was a good game. We have Chick Gondel. We do have Chick Gondel, but he is not going to develop into a position player in the time we have. I asked you to bring in a power hitter. It's the dead ball era. I understand how you might think George Rowe fits the bill, but I just respectfully disagree. Keep the search going. No, he is not a power hitter. Upgrade your manager. Your faith in Freddie Solis was admirable. I was looking for a decent manager, and Solis is almost there. Well, we didn't change the manager. Like, this is actually, I actually really like this for the dead ball stuff. So, like, I could here. Shenaniganly way to go without actually pulling any shenanigans. This is the Southside Shenanigans. So I'll explain why I like this guy. So we have a bunch of, like, fast guys, so stealing is really good. We have to do, like, a bunch of small ball stuff. Aggressive running is neutral. That could be higher. Hit and run and sack bunts. We like to see that because we have fast players. We're bunting for hit quite often. The pitching stuff is a little bit just because we have pitchers that can go for a very long time. Pinch hitting, we have a lot of pitchers, so we can pinch hit for them, and then put in another pitcher. That's quite reliable. For infield shifts, this is the dead ball era, so there's not really a lot of shifts. I would actually like to set higher shifts, because you can really do a lot of damage by setting shifts and dead ball saves. But we do use a lot of outfield shifts, which is helping us. And then opener, you don't really need openers in dead ball. So. Alright, do we have any? Oh, we have expiring personal con. Do we want to keep this guy? I don't know if I want to keep this guy. Like. Ugh. I'm concerned that we will not get anybody else. I think we're gonna let our guy go here. As far as the top prospects, I don't think we have any, because I didn't try to actually get prospects that'll show up. Murray. Have an opener come out and pitch the first 3 innings. Oh, pretty rose dress. Thank you. I think it's actually, like, carnations or something. What other choices do I have? I'm not going to know till the end of the season. Alright, so. But yes, we do have Gondel here. But if we look at his real fielding, he's not going to get anything until 1910. So we can't really use him. And pitching-wise, he's not good. Flower power. You want rookie or an arms trainer? Yeah, It's a thing. Okay, so like for example, we have like a lot of like pretty good stealers on this team. Like Jigs Donahue here. Pretty good. Including our own Akers. Akers was on this team. Oh no, I drafted him. Actually, so I didn't draft him, the computer drafted him. And then Gondel I actually did draft myself. Alright, so I guess let's continue here. I wouldn't mind picking up another pitcher. I do want to take a look. Let's see what pitchers are in fact on the trading block. Bob Ewing. Is he somebody we would consider? Oh, he's actually someone I think we would want to consider. What would they want for him? Nobody that I want to give up. Okay, never mind. There's too few players in, build a meme. There's too few players in the game right now to, like, actually abuse the trade AI, so you kind of get stuck. You're gonna name your son Jigs. Have fun with that. You love stealing. Please tell me you love baseball, like, players stealing bases and not actual larceny. No, we need you. We're so close to the playoffs. Base stealing. We do not condone crimes on this stream. Can we, like, not lose to everybody? Come on. We're so close here. We're a game and a half back in third. Like, can we... All of our players are injured. Oh, we have a trade proposal. This is where we start to slide, I think. During the week, Fred Glade. Hit and run also. Also, please make sure when you say hit and run, you're referring to the baseball thing, not hitting and running in a vehicle. We do not condone crime. I'm pleasing from the trade AI. So they want to give... no. No. Very funny. Goodbye. It's not a stupid trade, but it's bad. Look at this losing streak. There goes our postseason run. We would have to win, like, every game. Alright. You're not a crook. Maddie McIntyre. Cubs, and who did they trade? What? Wait, what happened here? They traded Tannehill to the Cubs for Wait, guys, you know what this means? You know what this means. They have both Tannehills now. Jesse and Lee. The Cubs are collecting Tannehills. Alright, we got the best batter. Oh, the best hurler was there, and Thomas Doyle. Do the Cubs know something that we don't? I mean, I don't know, but we're gonna end the giveaway. So, alright. Just need Ryan Tannehill now. Alright, so I'm gonna pull 3 winners. So good luck, everyone. New Zealand breaks. Oh gosh, I hope New Zealand doesn't break. We love our Kiwi friends. Alright, winner 2. DS2744B. That is a name. And the final winner, TJ Thornton, 18. Alright, so congratulations, winners. If you have won, you need to message me either on Twitch or Discord with your perfect team username. So I have just typed in the chat. You can click on my name, and hit whisper, and you can message me your perfect team username. Or if you go to the Discord official Out of the Park Discord server, I'm in there. My name is under Stream Team. It's me, Yukarin. It is purple. You can just click there and you can message me there if that's easier. Oh. Are you too late? It just ended, Port Dog. I'm so sorry. We just closed the giveaway. Who won? Not you, Brent. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is why you gotta just watch the whole time. We're about to, like... George Davis can come back. Okay, our shortstop is back. I don't think we're... Shad Berry didn't do too poorly, actually. I think what we're gonna do here... We're gonna kick Rohi off. Goodbye. No one wants you on the team. George Davis is gonna come back. Hopefully this helps us, but at this point, we have now floundered here. We had a huge losing streak, and I don't think we're gonna recover from it. The real winners are the baseball fans. Only 2 winners? Nope, there's 3. Is that for 0/2 streak? Well, congratulations. Just make sure to message me with your perfect team username so that you can get it. Because if you don't message me with your perfect team username, you can't get it. I'm not going to track you down. You have to make that effort by yourself. Okay, so you're all winners. Yes, we are all winners. So, yeah. Okay, so I think that, like, we got very close. I don't think we can make up this deficit in August, though. This 6 games. We would have to win, like, every game, and we are not doing that. I just think we got very close. You're a hitter in the middle of the lineup, and you expect to be treated as such. You're batting 4th. Why are you complaining? You're batting 4th. You're in the cleanup spot. You are not playing second fiddle. You have an incredibly important batting thing. What are you doing? We all win what we learned along the way. 26th in September? Oh, nice. Subject to... Oh, wow. What is going on here? He's saying that he's a hitter in the middle of the lineup. He's batting 4th. And he's complaining. Who are the Boston Rustlers of 1911? I'm guessing they are a Federal League team. Every player does not understand. This is good, though. Why would you complain about batting 4th? That's like a prestige position. Cy Young is the player of the week. Oh, there's Barney Pelty. Baseball bingo legend Barney Pelty. I don't understand. What's going on in the clubhouse? No, we're ecstatic. Okay. This attitude is why we're not gonna make the playoffs. Because, just because they're all fighting over who gets to be further down in the lineup. He means literally, he's like, I want to be 5th, I don't want to be 4th, there's too much. No, we lost Hans Lobert. We're getting a new trainer. That's okay, Hans will be, like, even better next year. Actually, he won't be even better next year, but he'll be amazing in 1908, which we will play, so... I don't want to put George Rohi back on the line, like, back on the team. Alright, start of the week, Danny Hoffman. Mike Donlin is out. Alt Rock actually did something. Oh, is it the name change? The Doves are the Braves. The Rustlers, the Braves changed their names so many times. Like they are they're the Bees at 1.2, and they have like, it basically looks like the Bruins logo. I guess we're putting Rohi back on the team. That is unfortunate. The season is over. We really got screwed by injury. Oh, and now you're out too. Everyone is getting injured. Well, we're not going to make the playoffs, but we had a very good run here, I think. We got so close. If we didn't... I think the pitching injury was the big one, but like... This is frustrating. Our team isn't bad either. Alright, Johnny Bates, roster, player development. Oh, lovely, we're all declining, except for Hans Lobert, who's injured. Oh, Jimmy McGee is... Interesting. Powell... I mean, we got bingo, which, like, that's really our goal here. So if we win every game, and all the other teams lose every game, we can do this. Oh, we beat Detroit. But, yeah. Okay, Jones will be back soon. Yeah, we're not making this postseason. All right, the draft class is coming in. Fortunately, I guess we can say we have we'll get an okay draft pick. So let's take a look at who are the players that we can get in 1906. Actually, my favorite story about the Braves is when they got rid of their Red Sox, which had been like a staple in like for the Boston baseball team ever since like the 1800s. They always wore red stockings, and the Braves owner was like, I don't want to do it anymore, so he stopped wearing red stockings, and the fans were so angry at him that he stopped wearing red stockings. So he was like, okay, sure, you have good luck with that. So then the fans stopped coming, and the Red Sox were like, we're just gonna take those and your, like, that name and all of your fans. That is a very gross oversimplification of how the Braves left Boston. Speaking of the Braves, the Bean Eaters are out of playoffs. The Senators cannot make it either. Stone is selected there. The Senators, yep. The Superbas are out. Draft pool revealed. Yes, New Zealand breaks. Make sure to message me on Twitch or Discord. Okay, so who do we have here? Harry Hooper. Let's take a look at the mock draft. So the mock draft projects... Ooh, they project we're gonna get Dodie Paskert? That's like the play. That's who you pick. Well, I mean, maybe not for our purposes, because he won't even get on the team. But, like, this is the pick. If you're playing a dead ball franchise, you go Dodie Paskert. Like, that is the play. All the teams are fun to read about? Yeah. Let's take a look at who's in here. Jake Daubert, not a horrible pick either. Buck Herzog winds up to be, like, pretty solid. Dodie Paskert is like the play, like that is by far, if you're playing like for long term, that's who you pick. You like, there's no other one that you take. Frank Baker, yep, is he in here? Frank Baker is really good, but like he's gonna go first, so like you wouldn't take him unless you have the first pick, which we won't. Let's see if there's anybody who's misclassified. Doesn't look like we have any pitchers misclassified today, which is, good to see. Guess this is not a year where that happens. Let's take a look at the pitchers though. The pitching potential stuff. Walter Johnson is also in here. But like, you won't get him. You will not get him. Like, here, I'll show you the, like, Walter Johnson is, like, and Frank Baker and Nap Rucker. Like, they all will go 1, 2, 3. Smokey Joe Wood is in here, too. A lot of these guys, though, like, you're just try for Baker and Johnson. I can't, though. Like, that's the thing. They will not go. Like, Johnson and Baker will go far before I get a draft pick. The play might be Smokey Joe Wood, although I think Smokey Joe will get taken. Daubert might not be a terrible choice. It's not that. So that's one thing when drafting for this, I can't try for some of these. What number am I? 11. I'm not gonna get Johnson or Baker, and probably not Smokey Joe. Like, that's just not how it works. Comp picks? I didn't get any comp picks. I never get comp picks. Oh, Kovaleski's in here. Kovaleski might be who I want to go for. 11 is not bad, but in historical drafts, like, if you're not drafting within the first 5, like, sometimes you don't get anything good. So we shouldn't have a comp pick. Everyone, why do we have a comp pick? Did the game glitch? I think the game might have glitched. No, that's the other Chicago, not us. How many round 2 picks do we have? Just the one. Yeah, we're also Chicago. Yeah, we're 8 games back. We're not getting to the postseason. Alright, have we been eliminated yet? Why have we not been eliminated yet? Boston Americans broke their 1905 with a 24-inning game. Jack Coombs through complete games. Well, you know, Jack Coombs is on our team. He's not starting. He's a reliever right now. But we do have him. We're big programmers. Yes, attention. It was not true. Jack Coombs is probably not going to be good next year, though, just because we have recalc on, because no minors, no development. There goes the Naps. And the Browns are gone, too. We tried to be reasonable, but I'm a hitter in the middle of the lineup. You're the backup catcher. You don't... Actually, I think your job on the team is in jeopardy. This 45 catcher ability is unacceptable. So you're gonna get... Because you have complained, and I have noticed that your catcher ability is not good, you're going to be replaced by Art Watson. We do not stand. Will we trade unhappy catcher? Nobody will want him. Nobody will want him. What? Dave Altizer of the New York Highlanders and Robert Howard of the Chicago White Sox will be on the sidelines for a few days. They've suspended for 4 and 5 games respectively by the league office for causing the bench emptying free-for-all at the recent Highlanders-White Sox game at Hilltop Park. Neither player had any comment about the suspensions. They will begin serving this soon. How... Apparently they were just mad because we shut out the Highlanders. Don't. Well, I mean, I would have noticed in the off season and, you know, cut him. There's not a lot of good catchers in this era in history. We're 9 games back. This is sad. We were doing so well, and then we plummeted. We can't trade for draft picks. That's not an option. And besides, the trading deadline is gone. So, we did not have 93 wins. That's not going to be a thing. Don't they look at their card before they complain? Like, Art Watson's improving though. Like that's pretty good. We like to see it. Well, actually, this is just the scouting. Art Griggs. Well, you're not on the team anyway. Why? Because I am not fun. That is why. I don't so the actual reason is if you have enable draft picks in historical, it makes it way too easy. I really think I could be contributing more as part of the starting lineup. You don't have the defense. And, like, let's be real here. Your best season was this year, and you're gonna fall off a cliff. You can trade for draft picks. Well, it's so by default it's not enabled. So we are out of the playoffs. So here, let me show you. So if you want to enable draft pick trading, which is not enabled by default, in your historical games, you click this box. I'm not enabling it. Or are they so obsessed with the navy blue logos in 1906? Yeah. I'm not enabling it. 1, because it'll make it way too easy. And 2, I'm against fun. Quality outing. 16-game quality outing streak by Nick Outrock. Wow, I got a Steam achievement for that, too. Let the berry play. Frank Smith is... We're just gonna bench you. Whoops. It doesn't matter. We're 14 games back. For 6 days. No, off the cliff. Yeah. Detroit is going to the World Series. Has the National even decided? Oh, it's probably the Giants. So Tigers, Giants, probably. Okay. Well, we did not hit our preseason projections, but I mean, really, it was the injuries that killed us. I think if we had not had that many injuries, we could have won the division. Like, I really do think that was injuries. So, like, if we take a look at our team stats, we're gonna have fallen off a cliff here. With hitting, because we had a bunch of position. This is because we had a bunch of position players just get injured throughout the course of it. But our pitching was really good. Doc's injury really hurt. So Doc's injury was bad. The 2 injuries that I think we could have recovered from it, the injuries that I think really killed us were actually 3. There were 3. Were Frank Smith here really killed us because then we had to rely on 2 not so good pitchers. George Davis was, I think, the worst injury we had by far. George Davis's. And Hans Lobert getting injured was also really, really bad. I think... And Fielder Jones got injured too, and that was also not good. If half of those guys had not gotten injured, we would have it. The best teams have deep rosters, so injuries are no excuse. Yes, please see my historical Red Sox save, where everyone is an all-star. But, like, in a dead ball situation, like, you really need to, you really need to consider that. Okay, I'm going to move Ed McFarland back on the team for now. Move Art Watson off. I haven't decided if we're going to keep him, but we had some injuries that were really bad, and we're going to get a new trainer. Fortunately, most of our core is going to remain the same in the next offseason. Shad Berry is probably not staying on the team, to be honest with you. But like some of these guys I'm gonna try not to have on the team. Like I'm gonna try to draft guys that can start immediately. It's a shame that we aren't playing for longer because players like Chick Gondel and Dodie Chris would really help us. But let's go to the playoffs. Let's actually watch the playoff coverage. So it's gonna be the Tigers and the Giants. And we're gonna see, who are we rooting for? Tigers or Giants? We have an extra week in July. Maybe we should do 5 weeks for Chicago White Sox. There was specific interest in doing another tutorial. Baseball Cats. Yes, there was a request to do at the last week of July a tutorial thing. You have a few options to choose from. The one that was requested earlier was strategy sliders, which I don't think we can make a full stream on because it's very specific. This is what this slider does, and I can't even really give you advice on how to use them because it is so era dependent. I would really only be able to give you decent advice for the 1900s, like dead ball era. Big people and baseball cats. There was a question about learning to draft, so we could do an entire stream where Yankees are not a choice. They were one of the first teams to get eliminated, Nick. Basically we would spend the entire stream. We would do probably several drafts, and I would explain how to draft and be a drafting god. And then there was recently a question earlier today on the Discord about team chemistry, and I know that that's something people have been interested in. So we could, in theory, do that. Because of the massive win tonight. Oh, we do not like to see that. So you don't have to decide now. You guys have until probably the 24th to decide what you want for that. I just need to know ahead of time so you can think about that. But there was interest in another tutorial. Alright, so we're gonna have to see. The Tigers are gonna try to win this here. Garrett Cole went 9 innings? Wow. That's impressive. So we're gonna play this. The Tigers are gonna want to win this, but the Giants are gonna try here too. We get to see Ty Cobb, who's very good at baseball. He's on this team. Charlie Hickman, Matty McIntyre, Sam Crawford. They have Jordan. Their pitcher I'm a little worried about. But alright, who's on this Giants team? Bresnahan. We saw the Giants last week. Dan McGann, baseball bingo legend Dan McGann. Bill Dolan, Hooks Wiltsey. I think we saw Hooks last time too. George Brown. Cobb was a racist. Actually, there's been a lot of studies into whether or not he was, and they have some surprising conclusions drawn from them. So according to this, the Giants look better. But I thought he couldn't pitch anymore. Let's see. So we're gonna start here. Alright, we are playing in Polo Grounds. I think we saw Polo Grounds last time too. Okay, so this is Polo Grounds. Well, yes, Lucktar. That is what a lot of the research is now showing. And in fact, contemporary newspaper articles suggest, if I recall correctly, that he was pro-integration. Alright, so Detroit has done stuff. They have Charlie O'Leary on for Maddie McIntyre, but they do have 2 outs. I don't like this camera angle, though. Alright, well, somebody has to... Okay, Dan McGann is on for Mike Donlin. So the Giants really want to win this game. Okay, so they've moved the runner to third. They moved McGann to third for Sammy String. Bad angle. I don't know what I can do about this. Let me try changing the camera angle. But... that's even worse, I think. Let's see what wide looks like. Is this worse? We can't even see the outfield in this. Alright, let's see what happens here. This is worse. I don't like this. Bases are loaded. I'm going back to the other one. It's not great, but like... the stadium, yeah, the stadium is just wonky. So this is one of Sylvam's stadiums. If you don't have the stadium pack, you should totally get it on Steam or on the forums. Yes, Dogberry, yes. But so, yes, this is Polo Grounds. We have the bases loaded. The Tigers have them loaded for Hickman. Maybe we'll see a Grand Slam. Just kidding. This is the dead ball era. Everyone gets singles. We do have a... So, Crawford scored, as well as, the other dude. McIntyre. Jordan's up. Hickman and Cobb are here. Definitely made a lot of people mad. That's a pop-up. Okay. We still got runners on the corners. Coughlin is up. Well, Hooks Wiltsey has walked 5 in this game. Bases are loaded for Charlie O'Leary. Charlie O'Leary does not want to win. Although that's a diving catch by Murtis. That's pretty impressive. Okay, top of the 7th. Detroit has Maddie McIntyre on third for Sam Crawford. Crawford does not want to play baseball right now. Here is Ty Cobb. Speaking of Ty Cobb, let's see, what will he do? Not anything good. And as see, we have an obstructed view from the seats. That's great. So the Giants are going to have to do something here, because if they want to stay in the World Series, it's not looking too good. And you don't even have a baseball glove. I know. So Charlie O'Leary and Charlie Hickman, the Charlies of varying spellings, are on base for Lou Drill. This is not a drill. He certainly drilled one. I will see myself out. The stadium is so big that Murtis can't get to it. He's going to try to throw it all the way across the field, but it's so bad no one can even get it. Everyone has just stopped. The ball is rolling. The pitcher is like kind of walking to it, or is that the shortstop? I can't tell. They're just standing there and the ball is still rolling. They've given up. Lou Drill had a triple there. Are those buildings in the background? I think they are. Alright, the pitcher, Zachert, is up. Zachert gets a hit because, you know, something who needs the DH, and that drives in, Crawford there. Not Crawford, Drill. Everyone just doesn't acknowledge the throw. Like, okay, so Zachert's on there. I think they'll probably get out there. Alright. So, it's the top of the 9th. Tigers have to bat. They've changed pitchers to Claude Elliott. Sam Crawford is on base with nobody out. Ty Cobb is back. Ty Cobb likes to do strange things with baseballs and physics to get out. Charlie Hickman is also back. Charlie Hickman, great catch by Donlin there. Alright, Tim Jordan is here. Later served as the U.S. Attorney for Minnesota? Interesting. Okay, so it's the bottom of the 9th. The Giants have to get 6 runs. Here's Bresnahan. We tried to trade for him at one point. It didn't work. Bresnahan just got totally hit. I don't know if Zachert hates Bresnahan. That was an accident. This is some strange triple play strategy here. I don't know, but we have Donlin who's made some decent catches. He's also, I guess, really good in getting into that. That's weird. That should have been a double play, but I guess didn't didn't do it. O'Leary gets the first out. Looks like he got clobbered by Bresnahan. Hopefully he's okay. The bronze legend from PT21. Was a wow. That's interesting. Here we have Sammy String. Sammy String is gonna try pick off to first. Well, I guess Donlin is out. So with 2 outs, Sammy String is gonna have to try to keep it alive here. And he will. He will get a base hit. Meaning that Mertes, who had that fantastic diving catch earlier, is gonna have to do something. And, that's, he walked him. Bill Dolan is here. He hasn't really done much that we've seen this game. Probably because he keeps striking out. Okay, so the Tigers are now massively running onto the field, dancing. Everyone is running on and off this field really quickly. Detroit wins the worst World Series. So go Tigers. MVP is in fact Lou Drill. In real life, Lou Drill does not appear to have played in MLB past 1905. He was in independent leagues though, so we like to see that. Go Tigers, we appreciate it. Zachert got the shutout there. Alright, let's see what our owner thinks of us. Our owner's not going to be happy because we kind of fell off a cliff. Okay. In the minor leagues, the St. Paul Saints, yeah, we saw that the Pueblo Indians and the Terre Hottentots and the Superior Blues. Man, oh really? Some of these guys are really interesting. Sorting the minor database, we're not going to get any minor leagues. They don't show up until 1915, but I digress. Alright, let's see. Maybe we'll get some new stuff. We did not have a very good score. We were really burned by injuries. Alright, so Chicago Daily News had a pretty scathing article about the team's performance this year. I know it's hard to point to one problem to explain why the season was out. No, I can point to exactly one problem. It was all of the injuries we had. But we need to make some upgrades. No more excuses. Tater tots, Hottentots. That's funny. That's funny. I thought I made it clear that I wanted you to acquire a power hitter. You did, but it's the dead ball era. I'm still waiting. What gives? I assume you've been out there busting your hump. What? Excuse me? But I need to see some results. I'm running out of patience. What are you gonna do? Fire me? Upgrade your manager. Did you read the article about Freddie Solis in last week's Field of News? Field of News, okay. I know I didn't have much faith in his abilities as a manager, but he's certainly starting to make a name for himself. Yeah, because I'm better at picking managers than you. And by that, I mean I didn't even pick him. I do have high expectations for this team, though, so I'm still holding out hope he can improve his reputation another notch or two. Long term, I gave you the task of building me a winner in 1905. I understand there will be bumps along the way. I hope that you can learn from what happened this year and don't let it repeat itself. You don't have a lot of time left to complete the challenge I gave you, so I hope you have a trick up your sleeve for this off-season. I am satisfied in your performance in accomplishing the goals I have given you. I feel similarly about your handling of the team's on-field and front office management. Such an old person saying, yeah, definitely. What you'd like to see going forward: reach the playoffs, upgrade at second base, improve your team runs scored, increase attendance, bring in a manager with a better reputation, and reach the World Series in the next 6 seasons. Are you raising our budget? Oh, you think it's funny that you can set aside stuff for scouting and player development. I'm just going to ignore all of that and put what I want in those fields, and you can't do anything about it. hip new cool phrase in 1906. Okay, Ducky Holmes is retiring. Looks like Joe Corbett is running for office. Our trainer is leaving. And then, hey, Art Griggs is apparently the number 9 prospect. Why? There's a power hitter for you. Okay, so let's up. Before we go, we're gonna find a new trainer. See, you think you can change our budget. You are sorely mistaken. There's a home run hitter, you're out of here. Let's see who's in the transactions thing here. Sometimes interesting players show up. So Monty Belleville is still here. Nobody wants him because he's not good. Okay, so we need a new trainer. Let's go get a new trainer. Ned Hanlon's here. No, we want trainer ratings. So what we really want is prevent arms. Okay. I think we're gonna go with Matt Arwood here. None of these are good. Like, none of these are good. But we're gonna go with it. We definitely want a prevention-based trainer. We're gonna hope that this is good enough. Alright, so I think that is probably gonna be about it for us. Oof, Jack Coombs fell off the cliff. I thought he was going to. I mean, this isn't terrible, but he's probably not going to be on the team. We'll keep him on the reserve roster, but that's probably going to just about do it for us. Thank you all for showing up here. I know, no packs for a lot of you, but thank you. You have been fantastic. There's a little heart below the screen here. You should totally press it so that you're followed. There's other streams this week, so tomorrow will be the Perfect League World Series with DRC and Perfect Team Weekly Prep with Dishnet at around like 6-ish, and then later at like 9-ish. Monday you'll have TJ and his KBO stream at I think 9, and then you'll have Desert Dreaming at 10, I think. On Tuesday. I don't know. I know there's some weird stuff with like the All-Star game, so they're not really sure what they're doing. Wednesday you will have more of the big idea at 8 p.m. Oh no. Oh, because of the PT. I gotcha. Thank you. I wasn't watching it, so thank you for the clarification, Nick. And then Thursday we'll have This Week in Perfect Team. Friday you'll have you have Ingrid Unicorn on Tuesday afternoon, I believe, too. So that's really fun. You should watch his stuff because he's great. And then Friday we will have the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, that's gonna be it. We'll be back here next week for more White Sox. Hopefully I can pick up a better trainer and get rid of some of these really bad guys down here. So yeah, if you like what I do, I have my own channel. I will next be playing Out of the Park. I don't know. Probably, definitely on Friday. And we might do some baseball quizzes on my channel next week. So if you want to like flaunt your knowledge, that's pretty cool. Like probably Tuesday afternoon. But yeah, so that's going to be it. You have been fantastic. And I will see you all later. I see all the giveaway winners have messaged me. So thank you so much. Alright, bye-bye.